So I'm not putting on makeup like I often do because it is gym day and I don't want to be one of those girls. Oh, Bella sheds. Anyway, okay, so I gotta tell you about this woman I met in college. This was one I mentioned briefly in passing who had a mullet. Yes, a straight up mullet in the 2000s. A woman with a mullet. Now, obviously, I knew she was weird. And so, of course, she beelined it to me when she saw me at church because they all do. Okay? Like, it's what they do. This woman was in love with this man since the time she was like 14. And so for 20 years, she was just absolutely in love with this man. And it was a small town, sort of kept every other woman away from him. So he was the best looking bachelor in town. And then my cousin and I move in, and we're immediate threats, but she's like, it's cool, they're way too young for him. Well, I might have been, well, I don't know, not really. But she thought that my cousin was also way too young for him. And then gradually my cousin started dating him, but this woman was like, "Oh no, it's cool, it's cool." There, she just like kept having all these dreams that they were gonna get married and everything, and the way she described him to me, like I'm like, okay. And she had a little rice necklace with her name on one side and his on the other, and she gave him a ring and was like, just do whatever you want with it. Just know that I'm ready to accept it back. Who the hell does that? And he finally deigned to like call her his girlfriend at one point for just a couple months, and he never did anything more than kiss her on the cheek and about gave her a heart attack. Now, I'll admit, a lot of the guys I've dated, I haven't actually dated. We haven't had the conversation we are together. And I said that they're my boyfriend because the word boyfriend is easier than guy I spent every waking moment with and made out with, and we acted like we were together, but we never actually were. Or the guy who, slept in my bed every night, whatever. It's easier to say boyfriend, even though I know that he actually wasn't. But she really thought that they were like gonna get married because she had like all these dreams and stuff about him. And no, he actually ended up marrying my cousin. So that was a much better fit. And when I met him, it was like this, the Valentine's dance. And I asked out this guy in a wheelchair. Maybe I did have a fear of rejection then too. I don't know. Or I didn't actually like anyone. So I asked him out. Like, I don't think it was a pity thing. I just needed a date and I knew that no one else had asked him out. Whatever. But I met this guy and I was like, wow, he's so not remotely interested in her. Like, at all. And now I'm in a wheelchair. And I kind of wouldn't mind a couple pity dates if it, includes not being a jerk. Yeah. It's different though. Pity dates for women and pity dates for men. I, I don't know. I've never had a pity date. I've had a I want to get laid date. I've had a lot of those. I don't think I've ever had a pity date though. I don't know. Maybe they all were. Maybe everyone just felt sorry for me. Now I'm going to have to rethink my entire dating experience because I'm pretty sure every time this guy hung out with this girl, it was a pity date. Huh. I have to rethink my entire dating life now. And now that I'm in a wheelchair, is everything a pity date? Sometimes I don't even like say it on the dating apps, and then the guys meet me and they're like, "Oh, you're in a wheelchair," and I'm like, "Yeah, I forgot to mention that part." Nah. Huh. I mean, I'm gonna mull over my pity dates.